Just when you think everything in real estate has already been done, something new comes along to shake things up. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Aldo, our GM at Hamptons International, to talk about private office by Hamptons, which really is a game changer in the luxury real estate. Welcome, Aldo.
Thank you for having me, Nina. Thank you.
My pleasure. So tell us more about Hamptons private office.
Um, Hamptons Private Office by Hamptons is a division that has been created around the world to serve the ultra high net worth clientele, the long-standing clientele of the group, to be able to offer, not just local expertise but global expertise, and for investors that are looking at multiple country investments, to be able to give them the highest level of service no matter where they are buying a property in the world. That was the creation of the private office by Hamptons.
Understood. We know there are other private offices in the market.
Yeah.
We are a little bit different from others. How are we different?
Well, first of all, I would say, there's many people that would like to, put the logo of private office onto their business and business cards, and thinking that adding the word private automatically adds them into a luxury segment. What makes Hamptons different is the fact that we are global. There is very few real estate firms that are a global real estate company. Even lesser of those are in a luxury segment. Hamptons International is known for, the finest properties around the world. And thirdly, I would say the major difference that comes with working with a private office advisor from Hamptons is the fact that the attention to detail that our private office gives to a client, whether it's property services or whether he needs chauffeur services, he needs attention and help with his private jet charter. It's basically the white glove service of real estate. And I think you really need to understand the personal attention that goes into each client, and each client is different. So that's, I think, what makes Hamptons different from anybody else in the market.
So, what type of properties or assets are included in private office?
Well, the thing is, we don't want to just categorize, say it's only, your 100 million or 200 million properties. We really want to say it's more about the client that are investing in there. So any investor that potentially has a large portfolio, we look after that portfolio for him. If it's an individual client who has one or two properties in the market, then generally I'd say, we're looking at a 5 million and above starting price for that listing. And if you are a client that wishes to purchase something from the private office and have those private office services that we are offering across the world, then we probably say to we're looking at an investment value of around 10 million to be able to get access to a private office advisor.
Okay. When we advertised about our private office event, I got lots of inquiries from few of the top tier agents in the market. Need to tell me like what it takes to come into Hamptons private office.
Okay, so first of all, the thing about private office is you can never get promoted into the private office. It is a division that you're really selected to be a part of, and there is no maximizing that office. The limitation that we have in Hamptons is there will never be more than 10 private office advisors in the UAE. I would say, we're looking for candidates that are able to work with very high value clientele and be able to manage, their portfolios, whether it's Dubai based, London based, New York based, wherever the client's properties are in the world, they'll have to be able to manage that. And of course, we're looking at a certain performance criteria. So we have performance measurements that potential candidates for this position will have to submit to us. And every potential candidate that is in the private office, our clients will know that they have been vetted and taken care of. And I think, it is probably the most prestigious real estate job in the world right now.
Yes, it is. The pleasure that we get while meeting one of the top performers is, me as a recruiter, it is something like I can't say enough.
Yeah, I think you can also see the level of passion that these people bring. It is no longer just about the commission that they're bringing. All of these advisors are pretty wealthy individuals themselves, and they've been very successful, hence the reason they are there. So money is not the driving factor for these brokers. It's making sure that the client gets what he needs, gets the service that he needs. And I have an internal joke, so I always say to my team, even if your VIP client calls you on a Friday night and he has an emergency and his babysitter called in sick, guess what?
You're the babysitter.
You're the babysitter. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're going to go with that level of service.
Understood. That's nice. Thank you so much, Aldo, for coming in, telling more about what private office is. And we are very glad that you have participated in this.
No, thank you very much for having me, Ninu, and anytime, welcome.
It's our culture, our values, and the people that make it all happen. This is X Stories. So tell us more about Hamptons private office.
Private Office by Hamptons is a division that has been created.
Nina, tell me what it takes to come into Hamptons private office.
It is a division that you're really selected to be a part of. All of these advisors are pretty wealthy individuals themselves, and they've been very successful.